Yesterday around 5 p.m., Louisiana State Police responded to a single vehicle crash on US 171 in Beauregard Parish. The crash killed 59-year-old Elroy Butch Burgess Jr. and 29-year-old Cody Good. The investigation revealed Burgess was headed south in a dump truck when the vehicle left the roadway and turned onto its side. The dump truck continued striking several trees. Both Burgess and Good were unrestrained and were ejected from the vehicle. They were both pronounced dead at the scene. A juvenile passenger, also unrestrained, was partially ejected and transported to an area hospital with moderate injuries. This crash remains under investigation.